Hundreds walk past me as I sit here alone on the street, oblivious to me as the soles of their own tired feet. Some just don't see me, most avoid me if they can. Invisible to all, I'm the non-existent man. Spare a little change, I ask with a smile and some hope. Nothing I can do but keep my head up and cope. Some just don't see me, nearly all avoid me if they can. Invisible to all, I'm the non-existent man. So please take a second before you hurl some abuse and picture yourself walking a neon mile in my shoes when nobody sees you and they'll avoid you because they can. And then maybe you'll feel like you're the non-existent man.
Benjamin!
So I am making a gravestone out of cardboard at the moment, which is for a homeless person who has died on the streets. I'm doing like a series of them. Basically because obviously if you die on the streets, you don't have any money, you're unlikely to get a funeral. I'm saying this message because I feel like no one else is, and I think any voice is a positive voice with this kind of subject. So I wanted to make this project not about me in the slightest. So it could be coming from anyone. You know, I don't put my name anywhere on these. It's about them, and whatever voice they can get, I think is worth the time. And a lot of people don't think to give these people voices. But then a few days later I saw on my Facebook an online news thing called Bristol Live had written an article about one of them. It was one that I left in Castle Park for a woman called Deborah Morris, who had passed away in the park. Her body was found in a tent. And the article was just saying I think it called it a heartbreaking tribute had been left for a homeless person, and it then went on to talk about the homeless person, to talk about Deborah, which really was the point that I wanted to get across. So I was so happy with that, and then it got shared around Facebook a little bit, and I was like, oh, it's doing something, people are actually paying attention to it. And then, about a week later, there was a post made by the Independent newspaper, the national one, about another one of my gravestones, one that I left up in the doorway to Debenhams. And that, obviously the Independent is a huge news outlet. It got 5,500 reactions on Facebook and something 100 shares, or I don't know. Got a lot of shares and a lot of reactions, and reading some of the comments and the conversations that were being had in the comments section just made me feel like this is exactly what I wanted to get out of it. People were talking about the issue that is homelessness, and talking about other stories that they've heard, and talking about the politics of why this is happening, and getting angry about it. And that was just amazing to see. I was so glad that I had kind of affected people and made them think these things.
Doors and fan out, and she was like, I've just put it by my bed. I was like,
Put what by her bed? The alarm?
yeah. No, the actual source of the
What?
She was like, you know what, if it's gonna take me as quick as you can.
Yeah, if it's gonna take me, don't take anyone else, I'll put it by my bed.
What? Jamie's always 23rd. On the 3rd? No,
That was one thing that I was really scared about, and that's why I made it so temporary. So that it could be taken down, and that was fine.
Oops.
I'm back for that thing. What's that?
Ready pink.
When I was making them, what was scary about it was the fact that these are real people with real families. If I get something wrong on the grave, or if I misinterpret something, people are going to be mad that I've disrespected someone's history.
I've seen the memorial for people that died on the street. I've seen one there, yeah. He shouldn't be anonymous, and he shouldn't have had that amount, and the amount of people who walked away from him that day.
Right, go on in, Benj.
I've lived my entire life on a little fruit farm in good old southwest Dorset. My dad's the farmer and my mum's the farmer's wife. Me and my parents, we're not the closest. We never have been. There's always been a bit of distance. It's not that they have done anything wrong as parents at all. They have been great parents for a normal child. Yeah, I've never come out to my parents. We've never spoken about it. I mean, they know because, look at me. You know, there's the times when I've been beaten to a pulp in school, which are obviously horrible memories. But I think in a way, the saddest bits would be when I was alone and just like in my bed at home, just like thinking about like how I had no friends and I wasn't happy. I think that's the saddest memory, is not something that people did to me, but just the way that I felt.
No, it was to the right. He comes in the night. The presents for all. You're not doing it, Daddy.
And then I started hanging out with more girls, and it was just a much more like open, accepting feeling. Because I never thought I could like be friends with girls. I thought that was weird. But then I was like, you know what? They're way nicer to me. So like ever since then, I've had way more friends that are girls, because I just feel a lot more comfortable around them. And slowly being friends with them, I became more comfortable, and I realised that I was being more myself again after years and years of like, I'd even forgotten that I was that kind of person. But then I started being more feminine and like more this and more that.
I'm trying to find it.
I think a lot of people wouldn't expect me to make something that like thoughtful and deep, because my personality is so like, oh, fun and happiness and positivity, you know. But I can be a very empathetic person. To help someone out or change someone's opinions with a piece of art, why not? You know, if what I'm making can have an impact in the world that's good, then I think great. You know, anything I can do to kind of attempt to make the world a tiny bit of a better place, or even just one person's life a tiny bit better, wonderful. You know, why wouldn't I want to do that?
Moved, compelled, humbled, and privileged to have been able to share and appreciate the fact that that man existed, and to be able to be compassionate, to give a minute of my day to think about how he suffered in that doorway, and to know that if I was there that day, I would have held his hand.